Hello everyone, Pallytime here. Welcome back to Terraria. Holly's not here. We're still working on rebuilding her computer. Don't worry, everything's just fine. We're going to be back up and operational later this week. We already have a recording day scheduled. To make up for her absence, I'm going to show you this building that I made, the one that I was kind of hinting at last episode. I have a time lapse of this recorded, so if you want to see it, that we can make that happen in the future. It's there. One of the biggest things that you guys said when we were playing Subnautica was that you wanted to see the building actually happen. So I made an alchemist building and put a big potion up top and an herbalism area underneath where we can grow our own plants. And I thought today we could head out to the jungle to hopefully find one of the plants we need for the spelunking potion. The reason I'm not just showing you the time lapse for this is I think really the only impressive part is the potion up top. And yeah. It's kind of whatever. I can do better than this. That's all I'm saying. If you want to see more in the future, we can make it happen. Jungle is located off to our right-hand side. Pallytime from the future, check it in. This was confusing, so I'm going to clarify it. I want to show you how to make the spelunking potion. Separately, I'm also heading into the jungle to craft a weapon, and that weapon's really important to me. What we are after here are the stingers of bees. Also, something off of these weird vine creatures. If we can get enough of these things, we can actually make one of the best early game summoner weapons. And yes, I am trying to play a purist. I have seen some people asking, can't any character use any weapon? Yes, absolutely. You 100% can. But I'm an RPG lover. I come from games where you do one thing and you do it well. And as of right now, I'm not doing anything well. So let's try to get that fixed. Before we recorded the previous episode... Ooh, an herb bag. Ooh. Oh my god, this is exactly what I need. Okay, I was literally just about to tell a story. Before I recorded the previous episode in the series, I came out here just to see if I could find any moon glow. I was going to record a little segment about it if I could find it. And I looked everywhere in the jungle, and it simply did not exist. There was no moon glow on the surface at all. I'm going to show you the map here in just a second if I can get away from these spiders that are trying to kill me, and you can see exactly what our map looks like. The top of this jungle is literally just flat. There was one way to descend, but this was before we even had the grappling hook. So I made my way down this tree over on the right side and just started burrowing in, trying to find anything. But I was so weak with only one summon of Abigail, remember we have 2 summons of Abigail now, that I was just destroyed by everything. So, we're going to keep an eye out for more of those moonglow seeds. The reason they are important is because they go into a spelunker potion. Oh yeah, spiders can walk on walls. Maybe if I am feeling lucky, we could try to find the other materials for a spelunker potion today as well. But what we're really trying to find are enemies inside of the jungle. And this cave has kind of led into the biome a fair amount. This is much better than what I was burrowing in and trying to do on the other side. I also wanted to say, I feel like we're kind of going a little slow at the start of the game here, so I hope you guys don't mind the pacing too much. I imagine we'll start to expedite things as we get more powerful. But in the early part of Terraria, power is hard to come by, and every single upgrade we find can be a huge power spike for our character. That's why I'm kind of making a big deal and showcasing more individual items in the early game for our summoner setup. Now, Holly's setup is a lot more straightforward. All she has to do is get a good melee weapon, which we have in our hand, and then get some armor to protect her, as well as a lot of the accessories that we found in our spelunking episode. So she's kind of good to go. Cloud in a bottle is a huge upgrade for me. It's going to allow me to become a lot more mobile. We also find a danger sense potion. This could be a big help as well. I'm going to go ahead and eat that danger sense potion, take this statue with me, and take this chest with me as well. We need to keep moving to the right, but if we have to descend a little bit to do that, I'm okay with that. Although, slime, jungle slime, be very careful. They do kind of hit hard. However, with our danger sense potion, I can see that there's a chamber underneath me on the right-hand side here. I'm going to start descending into this. The weapon we are trying to make today is a whip. And that is a totally new addition from when I played this game. Summoners were super duper weak in the early game, just kind of picked up whatever they wanted. They definitely did not have a specialized melee weapon. We need to acquire 12 stingers. Let's get away from that thing burrowing towards me. I believe the stingers come from these beehives. These weird things right here are used for crafting and summoning bosses later on. So actually, I think putting a few torches above this might help me find it on the map a little bit easier. We already know where one is. So our danger sense potion is picking up on this beehive. We got some vine rope, no stingers. Maybe it's because the bees fell into the water. We found these cool jungle torches. They glow green. That's pretty neat. Other than stingers, we also need to find these kind of weird orbs down here. There's the bees. That's good. Good kill. Any stingers? No. By the way, next episode, I think we're going to be geared up enough to actually start our boss attempts, which is a major, major, major component of actually playing Terraria. Bosses are by far my favorite part of the game, so getting into that content is something that I'm really, really looking forward to. We just wanted to make sure we had a decent foundation before we jumped into the deep end of the pool. The jungle does have these vine creatures that kind of reach out towards the player. Ooh, just dropped a beehive down there. These vine creatures can be pretty intimidating, but if you stay out of their effective range, there's literally nothing they can do to you. That was really close, though. That was really close there, bud. Slow down a little bit. We're going to break into this area, try to beat up this vine guy as fast as possible. We also have a jungle slime underneath shooting some spikes at us. We have a great line of sight opportunity here while Abigail's going down there and killing stuff. And there it is! Our very first stinger. How is my inventory already full? This stinger is what we need for the weapon, and we have to accumulate 11 more of these. Well, lucky for us, there's another jungle. Oh my god, 39 damage. And poison? Abigail, you got him? Thank you. Hey, 10 more stingers. I'm still poisoned. I do have the equipment called the Guide to Plant Fiber Cordage, which is allowing me to actually gather these vines and turn them into rope. Not like the most effective thing in the history of the world by any means, but it does help out for making sure that we can keep ourselves safe in this area and rappel down into certain areas. Ooh, that hornet on that side that Abigail's fighting, I don't know how well you can see it. I am stuck in cobwebs. These hornets also drop stingers. Who would have guessed that? If I can just keep my distance and hit him with this, Abigail should be able to finish them off. My danger sense potion actually spotted a bunch of stuff in this area. Oh, what the fuck? It didn't even fall! I was gonna clear that boulder out so it didn't fall on me. I feel robbed. I feel super robbed. That's not a good feeling. I've been robbed. Been robbed here in this jungle today. What was that? An ancient Cobalt helmet. Did I read that right? Is this it? Oh my god. 5 defense, increases maximum mana by 40, and 6% increased magical strike crit chance. My current helmet gives me 1 defense. So I'm pretty happy. You know what? This wood can get out of here. The magic effect of that isn't really going to do anything for us at all, but yeah. That just more than doubled my defense, I think. I think I only had 2 protection. Stingers are actually so easy to find now that we're getting into the thick of things here. Stingers are literally fallen from... What just hit me for 45 deep? Incoming damage! Incoming hornet damage! I didn't even see the stinger fly towards me. Luckily, there's this really convenient pit with a grave marker in it. Why is that here that I can hide in? As you can see, things are still pretty sketchy here in the jungle. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. I believe this area has just a massive amount of spawns that can happen. Like, the density here is out of this world. However, we do seem to have a moment to ourselves. I'm seeing a few traps here on my left side. You guys gave me a really nice tip. If I have a pressure plate, I can walk around. Hold on. There's literally TNT underneath me, too. What? Dead man's chest. When am I gonna learn? When am I gonna learn? I just had the passing thought that I should probably unequip the equipment that's giving me this vine rope. Ouch. Because I need vines to craft the end weapon. I need 3 of them. And I just assumed I got them from the ceiling and stuff. But actually, the vines that I need drop from those man-eaters, those weird plants that have been reaching out towards me and biting and stuff. Those are the things that drop the vines. So in order to make this weapon, we actually need to interact with a lot of this biome. That's kind of cool. I like that a lot, actually. Of course, this place is very, very deadly. I'm not doing that great here. There's one of the vine eaters. But, I mean, I do have some good news. The actual stingers, we've almost acquired all of them. We're sitting at 10 right now. We literally only need 2 more. Turns out a lot of stuff down here has stingers. I never would have guessed. I haven't noticed a bunch of projectiles flying towards me, trying to kill me around every corner. All right, so what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold up on the right side here. Every time this guy shoots a stinger, we're just going to dodge it. Abigail will take him down. We could sit up here and deal with this man-eater. It's survival of the fittest down here, and well, I'm not very fit. Not very fit. Bro, you better have had something good in there. That's all I'm saying. Oh, it had something good in there. The magic mirror. This allows me to do exactly the same thing as these recall potions. Dude, back in my day, recall potions were really rare. I'm just putting that out there. But the magic mirror simply allows me to use my mana to recall back home. Really, really nice find. Super happy to have that. I could have done without all of the deaths to get it, though. I gotta be honest. I could have skipped that part. Skipped that chapter. That would have been fine. A lot of things happening to the right of us. A lot of things happening to the left of us. We do have a few tiny wasps, and I guess they're hornets, zooming around this area. More spawning above me and more projectiles coming in as well. I'm actually not safe at all. Current plan, get to this and then block myself in. And, yeah. Now we'll just let Abigail figure it out. She's doing great anyway. She's doing great. Feral Claws. Increases melee speed. Hey, that's a good hobby item. Well, I've healed back up. A lot of the items we're looking for, like the jungle spores, actually glow in the dark. There's one on the right. There's one on the right. 2 on the right. 3 on the right. These are all the jungle spores we need. I just have to find a way to protect myself while we're getting them. So let's build a Blood Moon's Rising. Well, I'm kind of glad I'm not at home. Blood Moon is the one event where zombies become a real threat. Because at night, in episode 1, why did we build our home? To protect ourselves from zombies. The wood, and more importantly, the doors, will keep everything out that we want to keep out. But during a blood moon, the zombies become empowered. And they can actually open the doors to your home. So all of our NPCs might be dead, I guess is what I'm saying. But we have all the jungle spores we need. We have all of the stingers that we need. And we have all of the vines that we need. So that means I can actually help out with the blood moon, which is kind of nice, actually. One thing we can do to keep enemies out is put a block here. That way the door can't open in, right? And then put another block here. Again, so the door cannot open inwards. I don't know what crafting area I have to be at to make this thing, but it should be pretty obvious when we see it. Yes, the snap thorn. 20 summon damage. So it's making my summon stronger just by me holding it. Extremely weak knockback. 6 summon tag damage. Your summons will focus struck enemies and strike enemies to gain attack speed. So the more we hit, the faster we can hit. Let's make an escape hatch out of the top of our home. I don't. Whoa! Oh, I like the whip noise. So whatever I hit, Abigail is now going to focus. We're gonna try to defend our home the entire night. It looks like most zombies are struggling to get up here, so only stuff in the air is really of concern. The focus part seems to be a little bit of an exaggeration because I don't see Abigail really jumping over there in a rush or anything. She's definitely not in a hurry. One thing we could do to maybe increase our survivability chances here as well is put a little bit of a ledge above our home. That way, only flying stuff can get up to me and most other stuff won't bother jumping. Oh yeah, we have double jump too. So we can even come down here. Okay, maybe we don't come down here. But we can even, like, potentially drop down, get a few swings in, and jump back up to the top with that new potion in the bottle that we found. Or cloud in the bottle that we found. This is really coming full circle. We're doing pretty good. Oh, I really like that I appear to be adding a damage over time effect onto these enemies as well. You guys know how much I love dots. They're just so satisfying. Maybe that's why I like summons. It's almost like a damage over time spell. Wow, I could just kind of chill here and let Abigail do all the work. This is nice. This is nice. We're starting to come online, boys. It's really happening. Still, somehow, some zombies are getting into the home. I'm not sure if they're jumping down or not, but our NPCs are actually defending themselves. The guy with the explosives is actually using those to stop the enemies from coming in. So I'm glad they're... Oh, God! Oh, I can't get in! Oh, Lord! Okay, we're fine. Oh, it's through my escape shaft. Well, let's, just make that a little more protected then. We could just build 3 blocks up and, make a little square over this. That way, if I ever die, I can respawn inside, come back up through the house. Come to think of it, I think my respawn is out of the house. So maybe that won't be happening. Oh, this is nice! This is good! Oh, I was gonna give you guys some information about this. This is huge. This is an item that only drops during the Blood Moon event, but it should increase both mine and Holly's damage by a pretty considerable amount. The Angry Chartreuse necklace increases armor penetration by 5. We got an angry one, which is like the prefix that just gives us more damage. Each item can roll kind of differently. But that armor penetration means the natural defense of the enemy. We're just ignoring it. So we're getting, like, if you want to talk about MOBA terms, we're almost doing true damage. That's huge. Bro, literally 2 videos ago, this would have been an absolute nightmare for our character. But now look at us. It even looks like I can attack through walls sometimes. Like, if I get the range right on the actual whip. Bro, this is excellent. I'm so pleased. Oh, I believe it is now done. The Blood Moon has passed, and not only did it pass, but I stayed up all night fighting. This is what I was talking about earlier. Power gain in the early game can take some time to get going, but when it happens, it changes everything. We are in such a good spot. Next episode, Holly will be back, I promise. And we might be taking on our very first boss. Take care, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. See you again soon. Goodbye.